look how deep the water is. All right, well, we're back out here at the river. Just had to jump my boat off again. I guess my battery is dead. We're gonna take the boat, we're gonna run up the river. Had somebody tell me about a possible moonshine still up the river from us, so that'll be cool to look at. The river's way up, so you can tell. Usually the water's past that cypress tree out there. So it's at 10 foot at Highway 90. Oh well. She's way up. Well, check that out. Campsite's underwater. That's not great. Oh well, won't be messing around up on the bank any. It'll just be me today. Yeah, let me get all this stuff unloaded and we'll run up the river and go check that out. Alright, well that was a turkey. Never know what you're gonna see out here. Oh, but we're just walking out here. Well, I'm not seeing it. I'm thinking it's gonna be up this slough some more. I'm gonna go jump back on the boat and ease up some more. It's either that or the river's too high. All right, I'm boarding the Mission. This is too much water, and this boat's not great for doing this kind of stuff, so I'll come back later and revisit this when I got my canoe fixed and the rivers come down. I get, like, we could be walking all over it anyway and it'd be underwater. All right, well, that didn't work out. The river's just way too high to do stuff like that. But anyway, I guess I'll give y'all a tour of the houseboat. I got a lot of new subscribers off that last video. Welcome to the channel. Here, let me get on the bank and I'll kind of start from the outside. Look how deep the water is. Usually we just walk through here. Yeah, this is not good. This is my 30-foot pontoon houseboat. It's got 30 foot by 10 foot wide. It's got fiberglass pontoons under it. Yeah, it's got a 10 by, I think, 10 deck on the back. that's added on. And then I recently added on this 20 by 8 pontoon deck. Been bracing all this stuff. All right. Originally this thing would have been powered by an outboard. The outboard would have been like right here somewhere. But all that's gone. Like the river's too small to be driving around with houseboats. But yeah, this back deck is just butted right up against the back of the houseboat. Then, so got my fish cleaning station. I kind of just got this done the other day. I filmed it, but I ended up deleting the video on accident. Got my Shallow Drafters Shanty Boat Club flag out. If you're got any questions on how to build something like this, jump on that group on Facebook. Very knowledgeable, so y'all check it out, join that group. But yeah, and this is just a pontoon boat that's been stripped, plywood floor, built a quick roof over it for days like this when the river's way up and you can't get on the bank. All right, just got my grill. It usually goes up on the bank when we get here, but so inside got the bed. Under the bed is like a water tank and the water pump. It's pretty empty in here right now. I'm gonna do a futon at some point. Just haven't found one I liked. Then we got the kitchen area. And the water's on. Running water. There's the helm, which doesn't do anything now, but. And up here, this is where the generator lives. I just got a smaller generator, so be trying that out this weekend. Yeah. So originally this thing would have had a ladder on, I think the front, and you could get on the roof and hang out. But the roof was leaking when we got it, so we re-roofed it. We just got rid of all that. What else is there? Got the bathroom. So yeah, it's just 12-volt water. Not that great of water pressure, but and it's got a 120 water heater in here that lasts about 30 seconds. Yeah, everybody asks where the poop goes. Right there in that bucket in a bag. Then you take that home with you. Everything in here is 12 volt as far as the lighting. That way you don't have to run the generator all the time. So, you know, all these lights are 12 volt. Just put these lights in a couple months ago. So, yeah. And there's a solar panel up top. I've got some rechargeable lights here that are motion activated, so you walk by and they come on. In the closet, super dirty. This is just a river camp, so sorry about that. Oh wow, that is a snake skin. Check that out. Huh, that's fun. So we got our solar charge controller. So basically, it just manages the charging of our battery here. Then I have a inverter that'll so if I want to charge phones and stuff, I can just click that on real quick. I'm pretty sure I killed the inverter the other day by running the generator with that thing hooked up. Don't think you're supposed to do that. But yeah, and we are on the Choctaw River in Northwest Florida, not in Alabama, Florida. So this thing is just tied up to the bank. we got these poles that just keep it off the bank because the water does fluctuate a lot and quite rapidly. So last week it was at like 5 foot, now it's at 10. So it's constantly going up and down. So you got to keep your stuff off the bank somehow. So Scott's poles are just tied up to trees, and I just have some pegs drove into the ground. Same with my buddy Skylar's. Just, you know, all this does is keep it off the bank. And we don't own this property. It's public land, water management land. Yeah, usually it's not this wet though. Usually the bank starts at this tree, and then we like hang out up here and stuff, have campfires and stuff. But here's my new generator, super cheap, Amazon. I want to try it out this weekend. So it's got a 12-volt water pump. Got this little hose. Then all right, here's the new generator, the Jenkins GK 2300 inverter generator. Ultra quiet. I actually bought this off Amazon. It was like $375. It looked pretty good. It does run good and all that. It's got a fuel gauge. Yeah, let me crank it up. Brought a bunch of gas, so I think I'm just gonna let it run the whole time I'm here. I really want it to, if it's not gonna work out, I want it to not work out on this trip where I don't have much going on. Pretty quiet. Way quieter than the old Champion. Oh, should have shut that door quicker. It smells like gas fumes in here now. All right, so you can barely hear it. Got those 3 braces up. A lot quieter now. Also, in the last video, I had a lot of questions about why there's nobody at those houseboats and where everybody's at, and about the dead river. Just like this one, it's basically like a fishing or hunting camp. People are only there like on the weekends and stuff. Nobody lives there full time. That's why you can, I don't know, the bathroom, like also the bathroom part, because they're only there on the weekend, you can just run up to the boat ramp and use the bathroom. Just like we do here, you know. Nobody's pooping in the river and polluting the river. I don't know why people automatically assume the absolute worst, but that's not what's happening. And I had a lot of people say that that river's not dead. So that river, that section of river, is the old section of river where like the river meanders and stuff, and it cuts a new channel. So during the flood in 1994, it was like one of the biggest floods we've had. It blew out Boynton Cutoff. So now that is the main section of river. In the old section, it still has water in it. Like typically, those old sections, they just fill up with sand, and then they grow willows and trees, and then they become just old, like a flat, you know, or a swamp. I believe this would be an old section of river too, like the main rivers out there. But I mean, it's just that dead river is just deep enough that it maintained the water, you know. It's not like that it's been polluted and that everything's dead. Oh yeah. Gosh, that's such a ridiculous thing to think. It just doesn't have any flow anymore, you know? I guess people that never been to the river just don't understand. Alright, so our new water pump for our fish cleaning station popped one of our fuses. Check that out. We got lights back here now. Just need to tuck those wires away, and then that project will be done. Alright, just got some really weird looking cheap steaks and an onion and a potato from Wayne's. I'm gonna throw them on the grill. I am not Tug Trash, so I am not an Iron Chef like he is. Man, those mud motors sound like they're hauling tail. Alright, I way overcooked these, but they'll be alright. This is smelling good. Alright. Turned out pretty good. Just some stuff I could grab at the store. I'm gonna eat this real quick. Alright, the air conditioner is working really good. What is that? 61 degrees in here, so we're gonna cut that off. Now we got the big test. Will it run the generator, run the hot water heater? Woo! That loaded it up. Doesn't seem to bother it though. Alright, we're gonna let that run for a little bit, get it warmed up, and we're gonna take a nice hot shower. That'll be 3 minutes long. Even wide open, it's not that loud. Not as loud as the other one, for sure. Alright, the water heater worked good. I let it run, the water heater run on the generator for like 15 minutes. And that was plenty enough time for hot water to take a shower. I was contemplating doing one of those tankless camping deals. I may still do one outside. But right now I'm fine with that. It worked good. It's almost 8 o'clock, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take my contacts out and go to bed. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the morning. I kind of want to go clean all this stuff out and then vacuum under there, and I may take some measurements and make me a cover for this. And I don't know, I think it's got a lot of stuff I'm not using here, so I'll go through all that stuff. Really just wanted to try that generator out this weekend, or today, and do a couple more other things while nobody's here, because if you have something go wrong with a bunch of people here, you kind of just have to deal with it. But if, say that didn't work out, I can just load up and go home. So anyways, we'll see y'all in the morning. All right, I've been cleaning out from under here. There's too much junk in there, and yeah, shot back in it now. I left a lot of this stuff in here after I bought it because I didn't know if maybe I needed some of it, but I know now that I don't need it, so it's got to go. I want to get one of those 12-volt coolers and put right in there. Alright, that's a lot better. My vacuum's getting clogged up, so I'm gonna move to back here now. Same deal, drag everything out, vacuum it up. Probably not video this side because it's really tight in there. All right, I'm pretty impressed with the little generator. I ran the shop vac, the water heater, and the air conditioner just fine. Not all at the same time, but just one at a time. But yeah, cleaned up under here. Cleaned in here a little bit. Move the water heater over to here. And then clean this out. So, looks better. This stain is from when I bought it. The roof was leaking and it was dripping down this wall. I don't know that I'm gonna bother messing with that. Yeah, now I have a mess out here, but sometimes you gotta make a mess to clean one up. Alright, let me catch y'all up. I took all the wood off this back deck, and then I screwed down these sheets of plywood some more. When I did it, it was like the middle of the summer, and I just did not put enough screws in it. So eventually they started popping and breaking out. But it's much better now. So took and hung the Shanty Boat Club flag up there so everybody can see it. And then I couldn't let Scott, he's got his houseboat name above his door. My buddy Lucas made me this one. He laser cut it and then etched it. Super nice. I just never did get around to putting it up. It's been inside, but now it's up there where everybody can see it. Old river yacht. Swept all this up. Let's see, what else did I do? Okay, got this cleaned up pretty good. I need to do a final sweep. I got rid of everything under there that I wasn't using, which is most of it. Got the old generator. Can't believe how heavy that was. I remember why I just chained it to that pole now. But got a whole boatload of stuff. Just don't remember hauling all this out here, but once you put it all in one spot, it adds up. But as I was dragging the generator across, the houseboat was like slowly like leveling out, which was wild to me. So I'm thinking My issue with this thing listing is just weight. I don't think the pontoon's leaking. It's just ounces make pounds, and pounds make the houseboat rock. It's a little better. I think this summer I'm gonna take in this thing's got styrofoam under it. I'm gonna do barrels like Scott's got and get this thing. I think a lot of it has to do with this dragon too. The styrofoam just, it flips out from under there. Need to do that this summer. The water's still like super cold, so not that interested in hopping in there and swimming right now. Yeah, it's crazy how flooded the camp is. Yeah, usually, like during the summer, the river will be so low that you have to, this little ramp will be like almost, I don't know, 45 degrees down. But right now it's like angled up. All right, well, I had fun. Just working on the houseboat. I got a lot of stuff done, like little stuff I've been wanting to do. But it's hard to do that stuff when you got people out here, you know. It's, I don't know, you kind of want to hang out and not work. So anyways, we got that done, and I'm gonna try and get this boat loaded up with all that junk in there. That's a lot of junk. But thanks for watching. If you like the content, subscribe, or if you don't, that's fine. We'll catch y'all next time.